All right, Brad South with the One Group Utah here. Okay, so the secret's out. Utah is an awesome place to live. We've all heard it, but we've also heard the same thing of saying, listen, I can't afford to live there because all of these out-of-staters have moved in and driven my cost of living way up. A small bungalow cottage on the east side of Salt Lake City costing about $650,000 in order for it to be move-in ready and livable. Are you kidding me? Well, there is some good news for you guys that are thinking about moving into Utah, or a Utahn thinking about, hey, how do I get out of my rental situation and stop throwing money away? Well, most people still think that you have to buy a house in one of these metro areas, Salt Lake Valley, Provo, Orem metro area, so on and so forth, to be able to get the big city activities and the culture that you want and all that, as well as be the proximity to the mountains and have everything you want to do in your outdoors lifestyle. But that's not the case. Most people don't know. The whole state of Utah, you are right next to the mountains. You will always have quick access to the outdoor activities and lifestyle things that you want to do, as well as only be about 20 to 30 minutes away from somewhere that you want to be as far as a big city lifestyle and activities. We've put a list together for those who are looking to purchase a house, live the lifestyle they were promised to live in Utah, and do it all without breaking the bank. The list is called The Great Cheap Places to Live in Utah. Let's check it out. So, first up on our list is Springville, Utah. Springville is an artist town with growing popularity in Utah County. It plays host to about 36,000 residents, is growing quickly. It lies along the I-15 corridor. Springville is easily accessible to everything in the state by car because of the proximity to I-15. It is technically a bedroom community for those commuters that are going to Provo, Orem, or the Salt Lake City metro areas. Roughly 45-minute drive to downtown Salt Lake, or a 15-minute drive to Provo or Orem. Being close to everything shopping-wise in Utah County, your Springville is also big enough to have its own big chain grocery stores alongside the local markets, so you have Walmart, Target, etc., Smith's. The average price of homes for Springville was between $400,000 and $500,000. It's also a little bit lower in property taxes. The lots are typically a little bit larger, as well as the homes. All right, next up on our list is Saratoga Springs. That's home to about 44,000 residents or so. It sits on the western side of Utah Lake in the northern part of Utah County. The popularity of this town, wow, it has exploded recently with homes, shopping, golf courses popping up everywhere. A lot of planned communities, so it's got a much more modern feel to the neighborhoods. It's situated behind Lehigh to the east, and so getting to I-15 is a little bit harder, but it can also connect to Salt Lake Valley via Mountain View Corridor going straight north, maybe more on the west side where it dumps you into the Salt Lake Valley. So this makes it easier for commuters to get in and out, which will also drive the average price of homes up just a little bit. Though average sales price was between $500,000 and $600,000. It is slightly higher pricing, makes it harder to buy in, but closer to work for most people wanting to commute into Utah County and have that new planned community feel, much nicer neighborhoods, parks, and everything else like that. Or if you work from home, this place is absolutely ideal because you can just live and play right where you work. Okay, third on the list is West Jordan. Now, there are plenty of suburbs in and around Salt Lake Valley, and we've got pros and cons to each one, so we're not picking on any or downgrading any other ones, but we did choose West Jordan because it can play host to about a 20 to 30 minute commute to downtown Salt Lake City while living in an average home price of about $520,000. You are in Salt Lake Valley proper, but you're not paying the high prices of the east side bungalow cottages that are a little bit smaller. West Jordan homes are typically a little larger, a little more spread out, and they're not as old as their counterparts over on the east side. Also, being in the valley, you're going to be close to everything shopping-wise that the whole valley has to offer. But Jordan Landing is right there in West Jordan. It is a massive shopping center slash exterior mall slash movie theater, you name it, they've got it. Fourth on our list is Tooele County. Tooele, not Thule. Tooele County. You're welcome to all you locals. However, I am about ready to ruin your day because this is the bedroom community to Salt Lake City downtown. I know, don't bring any more people out here, but the harsh truth of it is this is probably, or most likely, the best bang for your buck as far as living the lifestyle you want to live and only being a few minutes from downtown Salt Lake if you're one of those Salt Lake commuters. So, the county is comprised of three of the biggest contributing towns of Stansbury Park, Grantsville, and Tooele proper. Buying a home out here promises at least a 4-bedroom, 2-bath house with at least 2,300 square foot minimum to cost you as low as about $350,000. The average home sales price in the county is about $455,000. Now, if you're close to Stansbury Park or you're living in Stansbury Park, that's going to be up a little bit, seeing as how that is only about a 20-minute drive to downtown. Expect about a 40-minute drive if you're going to be from Tooele proper, and about a 40-minute drive as well if you're coming from Grantsville. Now, there is a ton of things to do in Tooele County in general, right? So you have your normal hiking, biking, mountain trail, camping, etc. Everything outdoorsy. They also have the Utah Motorsports Campus. So one of the best racing campuses that I've seen in a long time. They've got several things to do out there. Tooele is only going to be growing here in the near future. All right, number 5 on our list is Juab County. Now, this is going to be a very easy decision for those of you who are looking for more of a slow-paced outdoor lifestyle. Get me spread out and away from people and less big city living. Juab County has a lot to offer. It is mainly comprised of 3 towns over on the eastern side of the county: Nephi, Mona, and Levan. They all sit right off the I-15 corridor, so again, very quick access to anything in the state that you're looking to get to. Juab County offers you a small-town feel with that hour commute mixed in for anything that you need to get done up there in the metro areas. Now, these towns are going to be dominated by large lots, larger homes, and local grocery stores instead of the big chain ones, but they've got cheaper to property price tags. Nephi is going to be the largest town out of the 3. It'll play host to about 7,000 residents. Cheaper property taxes, cheaper cost of living, and a more serious commute to the metro areas is kind of the name of the game living here. But the things that you do not sacrifice are the great outdoors. Living here, it's impossible to be indoors all the time. You cannot be a couch potato because there's going to be fresh, clean mountain air. The mountains are simply right outside your doorstep, out of your backyard. It'll be forcing you to rethink your big city life for sure. The average cost of a home here is between $300,000 and $400,000. Again, Mona, that's probably the closest one to going north. It's the smallest town. It's going to be a little bit cheaper. The more expensive, that's kind of pushing the average up to $400,000, is going to be Nephi. Last on our list today is going to be Ogden, Utah. So let's talk about it. With an average home sales price of about $360,000, it is one of the cheapest places on our list. Yes, you'll still get the outdoor lifestyle. Yes, you still get about 40 to 50 minute commute to downtown Salt Lake City. And yes, you still have a cheaper property tax. The downsides? Well, it's not a smaller town, it's not a suburb feel, but Ogden has been around longer than Salt Lake City itself. This thing is old. The city has a historical feel to it. Many Utahns agree that Ogden is slowly getting interest and money coming back into it, but it's still up and coming for a total refresh. It has many things to do in and around the city, including some of Utah's best ski resorts, hiking, historic Union Station and 25th Street, and Weber State University. It's also close to Hill Air Force Base in Layton, and it's the closest big city before you hit the Idaho border. Ogden houses about 86,000 residents, and with a property price tag of around $360,000, there's no way that you would say, I cannot afford this Utah lifestyle. Well, there you have it for our list for the great cheap places to live in Utah, promising the lifestyle you want to live without breaking your bank and close enough to big city access. If you have any questions about these towns or other small towns that we did not mention on this list, feel free, reach out to us and give us a shout. We'd be more than happy to discuss your goals and how we might best achieve them.